Astana is one of the youngest capitals in the world. Located on the two banks of the Yessil River, Astana received the status of the main city of Kazakhstan in 1998. For 2 decades, not only the architectural appearance but also the character of the city was formed, and the habits, way of life of people living here determined a great variety of types of recreation and entertainment activities. This is the program Top 20, and we'll tell you about the places that are worth visiting in the capital of Kazakhstan. When planning your trip in advance, it is important to allocate at least an hour for tours. For this aim, you can choose a double-decker with a guide who will show you the main tourist attractions of Astana and tell you the story how they came to life. A boat trip on Yessil River will open an amazing view of the city and give bright impressions. Driving race cars will also be fun. Also feel like a super-speed car pilot. It is impossible to see all the main attractions of the Kazakh capital in just a few hours. That's not because the city is small, but there are special tour routes that are developed for guests. By taking one of these double-deckers, you will discover new sides of the capital, get acquainted with the history of the city and take memorable photos in a couple of hours. Red Tour bus has been operating since 2016. Our goal is to show the main attractions of Astana to guests and residents of the capital. Tickets for adults cost 3,000 tenge. School children, students and pensioners pay 2,000 tenge. The bus tour for children under 5 years old is free of charge. The ticket is valid for 24 hours without any restrictions, no matter how many times you get on and get off the bus. You can get off at any bus stop and explore attractions, then take any bus on the given route and continue your trip. The tour begins at the Duman Entertainment Center, then continues on to Akorda Kazakh Monument, Independence Square, Palace of Peace and Accord, National Museum of Kazakhstan, as well as shopping and entertainment centers. The bus tour ends at the Astana Baytaraq Monument. Tourists come from different countries, for example from New York and Russia. Also, many people from all over Kazakhstan visit Astana. The bus conducts tours in 6 languages: Kazakh, Russian, English, German, Chinese and Turkish. Thanks to such sightseeing tour, one can learn more about the main city of the country. However, you can explore Astana not only from land transport. As you know for sure, the city stands on the Yessil River, therefore you will get bright impressions from boat trips. Almost 10 years, city residents have been looking forward to the start of swimming season. After all, a beautiful view of the capital of Kazakhstan opens up from the river tram. The distance from the bridge along Tsararka Street till the residence of President Akorda is 18 kilometers, and it takes about 45 minutes to get there. Tram makes 6 stops before it gets to the spot. Passengers are transported by 6 motor ships, and by the same number of motor ships of the technical fleet, they are engaged in technical work.
Теплоходы у нас разного производства. Вот у нас 2 теплохода германского производства, 3 теплохода
Motor ships are of various production. 2 are made in Germany, 3 in Russia and 1 in Kazakhstan. It was produced at the Semey shipyard. It also transports passengers.
В данный момент тоже занимается перевозкой пассажиров.
Navigation season starts in May and lasts until mid-October. Ticket for adults costs 1,000 tenge, for children under 7 years old its price is 500 tenge. The working hours of the pier are from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Water transport does not work during bad weather and strong winds. Inspectors monitor the quay and control passengers' entry and exit. The ship is carefully monitored by the captain and 2 mechanics. The rescue service of the capital also operates. Life buoy and life jackets are issued to the passengers of the ships. Every year, measures are taken to maintain the waterways that ensure safe navigation. Riverbeds are cleaned, navigational signs are displayed, and preparatory works are carried out.
Если взять, вот, например, этот теплоход, у него вместимость 65 человек.
For example, this ship is designed for 65 people. Approximately one motor ship transports 350-400 people a day by making 8 voyages. Also, there are small motor ships with the capacity of transporting 25 people.
Перевозит.
If after all tours you would like to have fun while relaxing, then covered karting is a good opportunity to reach this goal. There are plenty of people who want to drive race car. Karting is an amazing entertainment both for adults and children. Therefore, the kart circuit in Astana is always full of people who wish to drive race cars. Karting is an opportunity to experience all the feelings of the pilot of Formula 1 while being absolutely safe. 2 pedals and a steering wheel, simple rules of conduct on the road, which you will be explained right before the race, then you can drive. Karting allows to get adrenaline rush, cheerfulness and positive emotions, to relieve stress and get yourself back on track. An experienced instructor controls actions to be carried out properly. Knowledge of the rules of safe driving techniques, without which no one is allowed to ride, is backed up with protective equipment.
Жеті жастан бастап үлкен жасқа дейін адамдар айдай алады. Бұнда ешқандай қиындығы жоқ.
Adults and children from 7 years old come to us. It is not difficult to drive kart cars. There are only gas and brake pedals in it. It is also useful for the drivers who recently got behind the wheel. Our capital is developing, many people visit the city. The most interesting thing about karting is adrenaline.
Соған байланысты бұл жерге ең қызығы бұл жерде адреналин алады.
For those who are only going to get behind the wheel, it is also useful to visit the car racing track. Here you will be taught to take into account the dimensions of the car, calculate the distance to other vehicles, handle turns at speed and perform maneuvers. For drivers, it is an opportunity to practice and even enrich driving skills. Children who also benefit from the skills they gain during karting, such as self-confidence, psychological and physical strength. A 5-minute ride will cost you 1,500 tenge. The price of a 15-minute ride is 3,300 tenge. It is quite possible to explore Astana in a short time if you choose tours in advance. Now you know that even an hour is enough to visit the main attractions of Astana, whether it's land transport or a boat trip on Yessil River. In any case, you will never forget this city.